My name is Nova. I'm 27 years old and I'm in the final months of my PhD in a foreign country. If you've ever been through grad school, you know what it's like. Long nights, endless stress, the pressure of the job market, and the constant fear that maybe, just maybe, all your work won't pay off. Through it all, I was lucky. I wasn't alone. Over the last 2.5 years, I built a circle of friends that became my second family. Some were fellow grad students, some had already graduated, and a few were just preparing to begin. We celebrated birthdays together, cooked meals in tiny kitchens, and supported each other during exams and breakdowns. Among this group was Anna. She was 30, a little older than most of us, and she had already graduated and moved into industry. In the beginning, I admired her confidence. She was outspoken, bold, and seemed to have life figured out. We grew close. We'd grab coffee, vent about work, and even spend time outside the group. But as time went on, I began to notice a darker side. Anna could be controlling. She had a sharp tongue and little patience for others' feelings. Still, I overlooked it. I told myself every friend group had different personalities, and she was just strong-willed. Then she started dating Ben, a 23-year-old in our group. At first, we were happy for her, but around the same time, she developed an obsession with my personal life. See, here's something important about me. I've never been in a relationship. It's not that I don't believe in love. I do, but I've always been private about it. For me, dating is complicated, especially since I know I'll eventually leave this country when my studies end. I didn't want to waste anyone's time or my own. But Anna didn't respect that. She constantly pressured me to date. She tried setting me up with Chris, another mutual friend. Every time I politely refused, she demanded explanations. Why wasn't I dating? What was wrong with me? Didn't I want love? It was exhausting. Like every conversation turned into an interrogation. Meanwhile, my relationship with another friend, Dan, began to change. Dan was 28, and honestly, he wasn't the easiest guy to get along with. He was distant, sometimes arrogant, and often skipped group events. But then, something shifted. He started showing up more. He engaged in conversations. He laughed at jokes. It was subtle, but noticeable. Then, by pure coincidence, we both ended up in the same city one weekend for work. We decided to hang out. That weekend was a turning point. We explored the city, ate at random diners, and laughed until our stomachs hurt. When a snowstorm shut down the roads, he ended up staying in my hotel room. Don't worry, nothing physical happened, but something emotional did. A wall broke down between us. After that, Dan became more caring. We developed inside jokes, shared late-night messages, and the group noticed our growing bond. And of course, Anna noticed too. She jumped on it immediately, pushing me to date Dan. She said we were obviously perfect together and mocked me for holding back. But I knew better. I couldn't start a relationship knowing I'd soon be leaving this country. And Dan had obligations in his home country too. We were friends, and that was enough for me. One night after a group outing, I started feeling really sick. Dan offered to drive me home. In the parking lot, he turned to me and confessed his feelings. It was sweet, gentle even, but I had to be honest. I told him I couldn't do this, not now, not with my life the way it was. He listened, and you know what? He respected my boundaries. We agreed to remain friends, and we did. But Anna did not like that. She accused me of breadcrumbing him, of leading him on. She called me disgusting, said I was selfish, and even yelled at me in front of others. Then came the worst part. She sneered that I would end up alone. It stung, but I tried to shake it off. Until the night I hosted a gathering at my place. Coincidentally, it was also Dan's birthday, so the group suggested we surprise him with a cake. I said yes, of course, but an hour before the party, Anna exploded. She accused me of hosting just to impress Dan. She said I didn't know what men wanted. And then she crossed a line. She made racist comments, mocking the fact that I'm South Asian while Dan is white. And then she spat out words that will stay with me forever. You're going to die single because you don't deserve love. I was shattered. For a moment, I considered canceling the whole thing. But with the encouragement of a supportive friend, I pushed through. Still, the night was ruined for me. Not long after, the stress finally broke me. I fainted. When I woke up, 3 friends, including Dan, were sitting by my side. They had stayed to make sure I was okay. They were furious at Anna, but I begged them not to confront her. Then came the wedding. We were all invited to celebrate another friend's big day. At the reception, a teenage cousin mistook Dan and me for a couple. He asked us to dance. We laughed, explained the truth, and thought nothing of it. But Anna couldn't resist. In front of everyone, she loudly said we were friends with benefits. The room went silent. I felt a wave of humiliation crash over me. Without a word, I walked out. A few friends followed, but the damage was done. And then, karma arrived. After I left, Anna discovered Ben, her boyfriend, making out with someone else at the after-party. Their relationship imploded in front of everyone. But it didn't stop there. Later that same night, she showed up at Dan's apartment seeking comfort. Dan? He refused to even let her in. He told her to leave. The next few days, the whispers started. People in our group were disgusted with her behavior. One by one, they began distancing themselves. Anna ended up leaving town to stay with her sister. As for me, I didn't lift a finger. I didn't plot revenge. I didn't say a word. Karma took care of it for me. And that's when I realized something. You don't always need to fight back. You don't need to scream or humiliate or seek revenge. Sometimes the universe has its own way of sorting people out. I've chosen to step away from the chaos. I still have amazing friends, Dan, Chris, and others, who stood by me. And I no longer waste energy on people who try to tear me down. Anna thought she could control me. She thought she could humiliate me. But in the end, she destroyed herself. And me? I walked away stronger. If you like this story, please like and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe. And also share your opinion about me in the comments.